Hello Snarl viewers! This week we take a look at a film from a country that is known for being home to many peace conferences, the birthplace of Peter Schmeichel, and is host to Eurovision 2014, which is taking place in 2 days' time on the day of which this is being recorded, which is the 8th of May. In other words, this week's film is from Denmark. In 2013, two films centering around ship hijackings took to the centre screen. One was Captain Phillips, starring Tom Hanks in a sort of action-esque thriller, and the other was a Hijacking from Denmark, which is more drama-based. What happens in a hijacking is a ship from Denmark, including a crew of 7, because it's got the captain, cook, engineer and everything, is hijacked by Somali pirates. The pirates' demand is simple. They want $15 million. But the company they've created, like the ship that is hijacked, they're not willing to do that, and they want to push it down as low as possible. As the weeks go by, it becomes a desperate clash as the Somalis sort of threaten the lives of the hostages, but the Denmark company refuses to back down until they finally do. And in the meantime, just what is happening to the crew? What is going on psychologically? Now you know me, I'm not one for pure drama films, but I found myself really drawn into it towards the end. I mean, the Somali pirates in the film aren't exactly shown as all aggressive and threatening. They are known to have a friendly side to themselves. For instance, they allow the hostages to go to the toilet. They allow them fresh air. They allow them to fish. They all bond over singing songs and everything. And the English translator is a calm figure. Indeed. In the while of all this, the ship's cook, Mikael, I believe, he finds himself facing down all the demands of the Somali pirates, having to get through to his superiors, who are unwilling to budge one bit. And this, in a sense, sort of links it in with the Somali pirates as everyone starts to bond together. Not like a band of brothers, but it's almost painted out as if the Somali pirates are the one being sympathetic for them, whilst the Denmark company is almost like being the villains, being stubborn, refusing to back down, when all they have to do is just follow through the Somali pirates' demands, and all of the danger could just be simply settled through. And I'm just going to go out and say this film ends on a more of a sombre note. You know all your films which all end all happy and everything, have an uplifting message. This one doesn't. I'm going to be blunt about that. It really doesn't. For the Denmark people finally see business, and they finally get the Somali pirates a deal of $3.3 million, or million US dollars, and the pirates agree to that. But on the way out, one of them spots a sort of symbol around the cook's neck, Mikael's neck, and tries to take it off him. The captain tries to reason with him, only to be shot in the head. Now, the English translator, Omar, is actually pretty ticked off at that, and whilst he goes off to lecture him, and as do most of the other Somali pirates lecturing the person who shot him, it does end in a real sombre note, as only 6 out of 7 come back. I mean, you have to feel for the captain's family, you have to feel for the hostages, you have to feel for the businessmen in a sense, because, well, they fought tooth and nail to ensure no one would die, and then they only come back with 1 dead. It makes you think. So on the whole, I've not seen Captain Phillips, so I can't really compare them, but a Hijacking, if you're more of a drama fan, it is really gripping. And not all the language in the film is Danish. There is some English spoken in there, and some Somali, but it's not exactly explain what's said. But on the whole, this film is a lot of fun. I mean, It portrays like the grotesque negotiations, how one side's unwilling to back down, how the other tries to push through, how the hostages try to get their superior to see sense. And it does all combine to create a very interesting film. I really recommend seeing this. It may not be as good as Captain Phillips, but it really is worth the watch. I wasn't really that interested at first, but as the film grew on and on, I found myself entranced by it. As I say, give it a review. It's not all that bad.